if you look in the Old Testament, there was Israel, the moment they came out of Egypt, for example, God immediately wanted them to be armed. Every one of them, over age 20, was trained for war. Every last man was trained for war, except for the Levitical priesthood, one tribe out of 12. So they were trained for war. And after that, they went fighting, and they even conquered nations that came against them. And then finally, 40 years later, they came into the promised land. Well, take it back 40 years. God presented them with taking the land, and the spies went in. 10 came out with an evil report, and 2 came back with, yeah, high walls are there, yeah, the iron chariots are there, the guys are giants, and we're as grasshoppers in their sight, but we can do it. We can do it because God is going to fight with us, right? They didn't say God is going to do it for us. We don't have to do any fighting.
And when they did finally go in, there was fighting.
Absolutely. But people didn't want to go in and fight. They didn't believe that they could win. And in their own power, there's no way that they could have won. But God would have done it for them. He would have stood with them. But no, they didn't want to. The Lord turned them all around back into the wilderness, he says, and he swore in his wrath, not his love, his wrath. He swore in his wrath that they would not enter into his rest.
Because they wouldn't go into a land with weapons and kill people.
That's right. They didn't believe him. So that whole first generation perished in the wilderness, right? The second generation, 40 years later, they came in, and this time they're going into the land. And what are they going to do? Watch God kill their enemies for them? No. You know what they had to do? They had to kill man, woman, child. They had to kill them all, wipe them out. Whoever they failed to take out would remain there to be a thorn in their side. The Lord warned them about that. And those few would be the leaven that spread out through their nation, and it would seduce them to be worshiping false gods that those people worship. So the Lord wants the leaven out of there. But my point is that they were armed, they had to go in, and they had to do the job. Can you imagine the horrific things that they had to do in order to take the land? Slaying everybody, including children. They had to do that by God's command. And who was God? Jesus Christ. That's who it was. And it was Christ who led them through the wilderness, says Paul in Corinthians. It was God. He's one. Jesus Christ is God. He was the one who was giving that command.